Welcome back. We are here with Becky Jackson, our transportation specialist. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Well, absolutely. You've got something very important to talk about today.
Yeah, waste management. So.
Yes. That'll get in the way of some transportation.
So what we have is we've had a lot of problems with people doing bulky item pickup or dumping, and so what a lot of people don't know is that they can go to resident services and have, when they make the phone call, resident services will come and pick up some bulky items.
Wonderful.
So one of the things too is that when people are doing construction on their manor, they need to contact the waste management and have one of those dumpsters exclusively for the construction materials.
And with those jobs, sometimes you'll start a renovation project. You think, oh, it's just a little bit of tile.
Right.
Not that big of a deal. I'll just put it in the community dumpster.
Right.
But that's not the right thing to do.
I've done some remodels myself.
Of course, yeah.
And you think, oh, it's just going to be a little something.
A little bit of something.
And it turns out to be a lot more than what you think it is.
And they do bring, waste management will bring different sized dumpsters to your cottage. So you don't have to have this enormous thing. It really could be a much smaller, more compact dumpster.
So it's important that the contractors do contact, and they can call Michaela Bishop over there at Waste Management. So
that's good. Yeah. And those dumpsters, when they bring them, there might be a fee, but it's really reasonable.
It is, and you know, we want to keep the area clean. We want to make sure that there's that we are able to service all areas as far as the dumping. And
that's true. When you have a dumpster for that specific purpose, everybody's safe.
Yeah.
And waste management is allowed for the exact size, exactly what you need. You don't even have any critters climbing around finding interesting stuff.
We don't want that.
Boy, they got some raccoons that are really smart. But anyway, that's good. So during construction, no matter how big or how small the project, just call waste management first, talk it over with them. They're so good at this, they'll know exactly what type and what size of dumpster to bring to your home.
And if you have any questions, contact our resident services, because that's what they're there for. So.
All right then, so that was our construction materials, but then bulky item pickup. You know, if you're going to do a little work on your cottage, or maybe on the trading post, you found something awesome and you bought it, and you've got to get rid of what you have. You just can't leave it in the dumpster area.
So what you can do is you contact our resident service line, and they will be more than happy to pick up bulky items. You could do up to 2 a year.
Oh, wonderful. That's wonderful.
And they'll even come to the house. They'll pick it up from the house, but they do recommend if it's too large, they will come in.
Yes.
But you want to put it near the dumpster, not impeding or not in the way of the cars or the golf carts,
and then they'll just come right away and pick it up. That's wonderful. So it doesn't pose any problem to someone's vehicle or the golf cart. But let me ask you something. What is the smallest bulky item? What are some of the smaller ones? Now, we all know a couch and a reclining chair, stuff like that. Those are bulky items.
Yeah, and it maybe like a little table. But one of the things that I had heard from a resident was there was an air conditioning unit dropped off, and she didn't know what to do. And so I told her, in the future, just contact resident services.
True. So air conditioning units, microwaves, even some, well, you know, like this has a glass top. Even some lamps or lighting fixtures or furniture that have glass tops or glass items to them. That might really be something you'd want to contact resident services for, because even that can become a problem if it's in the dumpster area or in a dumpster.
And some of the materials are recyclable too. So
well, that's true.
Yeah.
That is true. So good to know. And resident services will answer all those questions for you when you call them.
That's what they're there for.
So twice a year you can have a bulky item picked up.
Yeah, isn't that nice? I wish they would do that at my place.
I would do that.
Yeah, so part of the assessments that you pay cover a lot of those services.
Oh, that's wonderful. And then if you do have more times of the year to have more bulky items picked up, there might be a small fee.
Right.
But that's fine, but you can always find out from resident services. Well, you brought these wonderful slides.
So for our missed trash pickups, sometimes there's a vehicle in the way of the dumpster, and the services are unable to take the trash away.
Yes.
Contact our resident services line, even if you see something there, and you know the trash is getting picked up that day.
Yes.
So they'll make sure that's removed and your trash will be taken away. We want to keep the areas clean because we are planning this summer on cleaning up the dumping areas.
Yes. And you know, there's a lot of places in the common areas where folks have maybe mistakenly placed a potted plant or something like that, or maybe a garden fence around what they planted in the common area. Those things are going to be coming out.
Yeah.
So a potted plant or something like that filled with earth, that's a good reason to call resident services so that you don't have to deal with it.
Exactly.
They'll come pick it up.
Yeah.
That's great.
So also what I wanted to talk about was our destination shopping locations. So we're going to go ahead and move on to that. We do have some wonderful shopping locations. As far as the 15th, we're going back to the Walmart, Costco, and Sprouts area. But on the 22nd, we're going to the Asian market, which is very popular.
Where is that?
That's over off Jeffrey and Walnut.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, so Orange Tree Asian Market. And we're also going to the Liso Viejo Town Center. Today, we're actually going to Irvine Spectrum. So some people don't know that we're going to start implementing the Irvine Spectrum location and along with the Mission Viejo Mall.
That is
so
wonderful.
That's not going to be part of our monthly excursions. We're including that as far as our weekly destination shopping.
I love it. Weekly ride to the Irvine Spectrum. And it sounds like you might be there long enough to maybe enjoy a lunch.
Yeah.
Maybe a film.
Yeah, if you want to enjoy a film, sometimes it takes a little bit longer than we allot for. So they could always contact the city of Laguna Beach, get a cab voucher.
Yes.
Or they could Uber back.
Oh, wonderful.
But at least getting there, and I just need to know if they're going to do that. So.
That's true. So just let resident services, let Becky know first if you're going to stay a little bit longer and see a film and have some more fun. But Irvine Spectrum, you can do some real damage there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have some fun.
Yeah.
And it's just a great ambulatory mall. If you feel like getting out, walking around, and trying some perfume samples, because they're going to spray them at you. They're going to do it.
No, thank you.
But it's great. You get out in the sunshine, and there's always a wonderful place to sit and relax and get up and get some exercise. And
or even go to a comedy show over there.
They've got the comedy show?
They have the improv over there.
Holy cow. So just make sure you talk to resident services first.
Or talk to me.
Talk to Becky first and let them know, hey, we're going to stay. We're going to watch the comedy show.
So next week what we're doing is we're doing a transportation survey. And we want to just make sure that we're hitting all the points as far as transportation. Are they happy with the routes? Are they happy with the drivers? Are they happy with the call lines? Are they enjoying the weekly destination shopping? When we go, is what areas are they going to? What routes are they taking?
Yes.
So we can create efficiencies and make sure that we're addressing all the needs for our residents. So that will be done August 14th through 18th.
Okay.
And there'll be kiosks set up, one in front of the Fountain at Clubhouse 1, the library, the towers, and also our community center. We're going to have our bus buddies. You look for our bus buddies with their purple bus buddy badges.
Good,
and they'll be there to help you out.
That's wonderful.
Right.
So you can give your feedback and say, this is really where we'd like to go.
We're very interested. We're always interested in hearing from our residents.
Well, I love hearing that you're going to the Asian market, because that's a place where you can get lots of little tiny bags of awesome stuff.
Right.
But you don't want to have to cart those all by yourself. And of course, when you do get to the bus, you might get a little help getting them on the bus. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. So here's some of the places that we've gone to. We've gone to the Sawdust Festival. You see some ladies really enjoying that. They had a couple glasses of wine, at the Sawdust, but they got a ride home, so they didn't have to worry about.
Because if you're driving to Sawdust Festival, you're not going to park anywhere near it.
Oh, it's horrible.
You're going to park way the heck out anyway and take some kind of bus.
So that was our July excursion, and then as far as the June excursion, we went to a different location, Laguna Beach. There's some residents enjoying the scenery at Laguna Beach. A lot of people just enjoyed going to Las Brisas.
Oh yes. Again,
really,
there's no parking.
Yeah.
So you're going to mess around for half an hour or longer just trying to park
they got
your own
20% off of their food at Las Brisas. So that was over at Laguna Beach. Yeah.
Well, that's a wonderful deal.
Yeah, and this month we're going to the Angels game. We're going Wednesday.
Oh my goodness.
So bring your red.
Yeah, bring your red. Go see the Angels. And that's great. This is making everything so much easier. And when you go to a place like the Angels game, I'm sure there's a special drop-off, pick-off location where it's hard hardly any time at all to get inside the stadium.
And we make sure everything is accessible to, you know, to all our residents, whether they be in a wheelchair or walker. We want to provide those services for those that normally would not get out. So.
And this is great too because someone knows where you are. Mm-hmm. You're going out, you're venturing out, even if you go by yourself and kind of meet people that are at the same locations, going to the same destinations. Now someone knows where you are, where you're supposed to be, what time you're supposed to come back. It's just an extra level of protection and security.
Yeah. Okay, so this was the mission in San Juan, and we had a docent tour, which was absolutely amazing. We had 4 different docents that were there, and we divided them up so they had smaller groups.
I had no idea how large that mission was.
Yeah.
It's really a great tour.
It is.
It just goes all the way back. Wow.
Yeah, a lot of history there.
Oh, beautiful too.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful gardens.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then the one that we did do, we went to Bowers Museum. This obviously was a bunch of people enjoying the Bowers Museum in front of our bus. This was about half of the residents that were actually there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Really?
And so again, we had docent tours.
See, this is wonderful. If you really are someone who wants to meet somebody to hang out with and go explore these wonderful places, but you maybe don't have a friend they can go with,
right?
You'll meet some new friends. You
people,
can go by yourself.
People are always meeting new friends on the buses, and then they find somebody like a companion or another gal that they could just spend time with and hang out with, and it really gets you out and about. You don't have to feel so alone.
That's true. Well, this is such a wonderful service. Becky, I'm so glad you came today to tell us about this.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, sure. And everybody get out there and find out where you can go on the bus. The Easy Rider bus truly is the Easy Rider. Now stay with us because we will be right back with, I have my notes.
Video Club.
With the Video Club. Oh my gosh, Tom Nash and Wolfgang Cutter are going to come talk to us about what they do for you at the Video Club, and they do some pretty fabulous things. Please stay with us. We'll be right back after this.